Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Good evening. Or happy sleep day. Whatever. I just want to make this video of a bunch of thoughts I've had today and show you something that came to light for me. Literally and figuratively. Okay, now what we're looking at, we're on my Redshift app. And anybody can download it. It's on Google Play. This is the paid version. But you see this line right here? This is Bethlehem, or the house of bread, or the arch. Over every doorway, there's a keystone, and there's a set, and then there's a rise. Okay? That's the hero's journey. The hero's journey is played out over and over and over in our daily lives, in our movies, in everything. The guy getting the girl at the end of the story, all of it. Okay? Now that hero's journey is the cycle within the cycle within the cycle. Meaning that the cycle plays out on all levels of orders of magnitude. That being said, the house of bread, or Bethlehem, the three main, what were they? The three messiahs or mangers, or what were the people that, I forget what they're called, but they were the three people that trekked via watching the star in the sky to Bethlehem. Okay. I forget what it's called. But you see how the ecliptic of our solar system and the ecliptic of the galaxy cross, make an X. Okay? Right? Right here. Everything is a cross in our existence. I'll show you. This is our movement in the heavens right here, the spiral going around. See it? Ain't that crazy? There goes Hades. You might have noticed the other spiral in pink right there. Right here. And that's good old Barnard's Loop. Now Barnard's Loop starts in the Orion's nebula. Spirals out. See, Sirius is on there. Other important stars like Aldebaran. All of these stars are on that same spiral. And it's my understanding, through Danny Wilton's awesome work, through others, that the eye in the triangle is right there in Orion's nebula. Well, the eye is the nebula, and I'll show you the triangle right here. And all of this came to me via sun gazing on the 15th, the 15th of December, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And 10,000 Lakes BC had a big part in my epiphanies, in my help of understanding. Okay, now where are we here? Okay, there's the Barnard's loop. There is where's Alnitek? There it is. Okay, so Alnitek. I gotta turn the settings on for the stars here. Okay, right there. Okay, now Alnitek, Scythe. Where's the other one? Where's Rigel? Right there. Okay. Alnitek, Rigel, and Scythe are the equilateral triangle in the cosmos. Okay? It's not a literal thing, just in the cosmos. Orion's nebula is the eye. Because there always is the Russian doll analogy, the fractal analogy of everything is an existence within an existence within an existence on orders of magnitude from the smallest to the biggest, as above so below, that whole cliche. Okay, now keep going. You got Orion's nebula, which, by the way, looks like a face, looks like a brain, and our heart ventricles as well. Okay, now you go into the middle of that. Oh, and by the way, Orion's nebula, let me show you just a little tidbit here. Orion's nebula is 66 by 60 angular size. What else is there? M42 is its name. You know, 42 is the key to the answer to everything in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So we'll go in Orion's nebula is in Orion's sword. Swords are words. Words are swords. So you can, you know, dominate, kill with words, or meaning. The answer to the question lies within the question itself, usually. Meaning that the etymology of words bring you to gnosis on a different level, where things slap you in the face with, hey, pay attention to this, okay? Now, this is trippy. Trapezium Open Star Cluster. In 2012, NASA released a statement in December of 2012 or November of 2012 in Space.com magazine that there was an interstellar black hole present in the Trapezium Open Star Cluster, which is where the Barnard's loop, see? It's where the Barnard's loop emanates. The Fibonacci sequence emanates from there. That's where Earth is on. We're on the trajectory of this spiral right here. Everything is a fractal Fibonacci sequence, or Anu, or black hole, WHOL. Okay, now I'm going to get to the trapezium now. Now go on in. Trapezium Open Star Cluster. Oh, by the way, the information on this, you just seen that there was a distance on Orion's nebula. You just seen that there was a distance on everything else. There's a distance for every planetary or star cluster or nebula in here. And it's kind of funny that the declination is 522 because that's my birthday, but whatever. What else was there important about this? Oh yeah, there's no distance. Why is that? This is where I think the recycler for our automatic cycle of life may go through. The physical soul, or our energy goes through. How the hell did I end up way over here? Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Because I say that, because look, in the word is the answer to the question. And look at this, trapezium. Another cross, shaped as a cross, right? So, imagine the trap easy I am. Trapezium. What do you guys think? It's called Trap Easy I Am. And it's shaped as a cross. It's got 5 stars in it, all listed 01, 01, 01, 01, 01, binary code, right? When one reconciles the many into one, and the realization, the real eyes that all is one thing. We are one. We are one. Mighty spirit of light that shines through the cosmos, draw my flame closer in harmony to thee. Lift up my soul, or lift up my fire from out of the darkness. Lift up my soul from out of the darkness. Magnet of fire that is one with the all. Lift up my soul, thou mighty and potent. Child of the light, turn not away. Draw me in power to melt in thy furnace. One with all things and all things in one. Fire of the life strain and one with the brain. If I can recommend 2 pieces of work in a literary sense for you to read, it would be The Emerald Tablets by Doriel. And then the other one would be The Ascension Handbook by Phil Langdon. The Ascension Handbook is available free PDF downloads, and I'll try to link a link to that book. I purchased it because I like the pictures. No, I'm just kidding, but it's better for me to have it at my fingertips, and to be quite honest with you, Phil deserved the come up, because he's selfless in his nature, just as any angel would be. Won't you come ride the magic carpet with me? We are here on this planet together. There is no stopping us. There is no person, place, or thing that can keep you from weighing your heart against the feather. There is the time when we all will face the big O leaving this place. We are in a time of harvest true, but yet we know the time is new. We have what we have, both here and now. We have what we have together. Wow. Dr. Seuss ain't got nothing on me. No, but happy Sunday, folks. I wanted to show you this. This is where the demiurge, our automatic physical recycler, goes through, I think. This is our physical niche. That's why the fire in the hearth of the Mayans, the turtle constellation, that's why the Chaco Canyon mesas are set up in the form of Orion. That's why the pyramids are laid out in Orion's belt. That's why the eye in the triangle is on the dollar bill. That's why the Giza pyramids are in the center of the geological center of the Earth. Just like the orders of magnitude I was talking about, the fractal within the fractal. So you say, so what does that have to do with anything of us? We are the co-creators of the universe. by sacrificing our physical existence or our vessel, if you would, in the search of defining our spiritual self. We create the Creator which creates us, which is the light. By the light we live, by the light we die. By the light is all, and we exist therein. What if I were to tell you that we exist in that Allspark moment that the Transformers were looking for? The Transformers were looking for an Allspark in the movies. What if I were to tell you we exist on a timeless, dimensionless plane as one thing? We are not unlike radios, where we receive a signal from the cosmos or from the one thing. We are merely, not merely, but substantially here to recreate that which created us, the tree of life, the seed, light seed, but the seed, the self-replication of one's the monad. How do I see? Now this is the hardest thing to do, is articulate the stuff I understand. Now the way I see it is, if we complete that work like Phil has, we come to the gnosis that all is good, all is well, all will be, and all can only exist in harmony. Yet chaos persists. The entropy that we are experiencing in today's world is due to the abundance of everything, except for resources, of course. I mean, how many times has our civilizations been to this point, where there's 8 billion people on the planet? It's unsustainable. If we were, humans have been on this planet for more than 5,000 years, folks. Yet our record of us is coming to light recently, and probably hidden and suppressed for the last 50 years. But I mean, things are coming to light that nobody could ever have fathomed before. And why is that? Why is that? So the cross is the light, right? Cross is the light. The cross is prevalent everywhere. The cross is what we're crucified on, meaning we are Jesus crucified on the cross, because the cross is light. Now, the orders of magnitude, like I was talking about. Okay, the eye in the triangle is as the pyramid is to Earth. Okay, the axis mundi, the center of all things. Now, the eye in the triangle, the eye is to the triangle as our pineal gland is to humanity. Humanity is to creation as creation is to humanity. We are the first, the last, the beginning, the end, the 1 to 13. Right? That's why 13 was vilified. Okay, now the Vatican. You see this? Looks like a keyhole, right? It's the light. It's personification of the light. And there's the cross. Right? and the seed. It's everywhere. Throughout ancient times, everywhere. Now, I was going to get to something else, and let me think of it here. I wanted to show, the crook and the flail that's on Egyptian sarcophagus is the indifferent flail of truth. And the crook, obviously, is the shepherd's crook. Okay, Teletubbies, only begotten son. The cross on the caves, I've gotten to that. Oh, here, this is what I'm gonna finish out what I started this video with. The house of bread. Right here. Top of our head. House of bread is the Bethlehem, or the you proof bread to be baked, and you have faith in that bread is going to be baked correctly, and it's going to turn out right, right? I came across this pictograph in the most insane way. This is the Allspark, the pineal blossom aha moment I think we all live in. These are Thoth, the sixth chakra. Okay, the pineal gland, or the head, or the brain. This symbol is an ankh with arms. That's Pluto. Don't ask me how I know that. It's also a way of venerating the Ka, or this is saying we're giving up our Ka through truth. This is truth. The Jed pillar with the 4, and the pillar itself being the 5th, is the truth, the backbone of everything, our spine. Okay, and in that Jed is 24 colors, which are 12 cranial nerves in the top of our head with the pineal gland in the middle, where the alpha and the omega take place. These are representing the equilibrium of the two lobes in equality in our brain, male, female. And how I know it's a Godhead or a pictograph of our minds is Phil pointed this out to me. And Lady Gaga helped me in the movie A Star is Born. I've seen this. I don't know how, I don't know why, but that's how it worked out. These are eyelids and eyebrows they're kneeling on. So this is a picture of our brain. We are the first, the last. We create the Allspark moment in union with our higher self, God. This right here, I just showed you, was in the Vatican. And that's from, this picture is from like 1540 something. Right here. This is the physical magnitude or macrocosm of, or microcosm of the symbolic ascension moment of the aha moment. This is the God Ion, the deity of the Mithric. And in his hands he holds the 2 keys to heaven. The staff is the axis mundi. The coiled serpent is the physical state of creation. The double helix on there, you know what that is. The wings, you know what those are. But it's shaped, he's got the lion face, and he's a man because it's the lion is the light. The light looks like a lion, and the light. Well, here's the chemical wedding, or the divine union. It is no coincidence that Orion is shaped as an X, or the hyperboloid, which is the inverse of the toroid. You know, hyperboloid, or the apple core, is the core of the apple, just like the hyperboloid is the core of the toroid. Okay, And Orion is the great hunter. We are Sirius, looking up at the pineal cloud, Orion, the aha Allspark moment. That's why Orion's venerated everywhere. You know what I mean? That's why the Templars cross, because this is the light right here. 32 beams. These 32 beams, and this is the right. There's 2 beams that protrude towards you, I guess. You know, and the right one is longer. The right hand of God, the righteousness. You know, and I'm not saying that the light is God. The light is just a mechanism of God for creation. The only begotten Son is the Son of Man and the Son of God. For he who shall believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16. Now, there is 32 beams. The cloud itself being 33rd. Ellen White spoke of the cloud. And then all of these things have been told to, all of these great stories, like Ellen White's, there's the thing I just showed you, the Piro cross. You know, this is the courtyard of the Vatican. Oh, and in the middle of the courtyard of the Vatican, there is a pine cone. Did you guys know that? And 1/13/2020. There's a cross conjunction. Now I just showed you magnitudes on all scales, like a Russian doll or the fractal analogy or the holographic principle of our reality. So we have a cross right here. 1/13/2020. The first, the last on 2020. Axis Mundi of the Mithric time god, Aeon. Okay? 2 keys to heaven, Mars and Venus. There's that same thing I just showed you. There's the pineal. Look at, in his hand he has a pine cone. A painting of the light. Also, symbolic reference to the zodiac and the 13th, the light, the first and the last, the 12 and the 1, the 13, the sacred number. Thoth states it in the Emerald Tablets. We all can become Thoth. Right there, same depiction. Oh, and last but not least, the Hermetic principles, the creation loop, the issues of creation are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. The 6th is the gender, which is the place in which the 7th is born to recreate the first, or to start the cycle all anew. And this is the correspondence of everything. See, through the polarization, duality is accomplished to create the atomic, then the mineral, then the vegetable, and then the animal, which is us, humans. And human is the pinnacle of the pineal creation. Anything else I wanted to show you? I showed you trapezium. So if we don't complete the great work before we die, oh, here, I wanted to show you the Pluto symbol. There's a Pluto symbol on the top of the Kether, on the top of the Sephirotic tree of life, which is the 10 in the 3 of the 4. You know, because you have the 3 to the 4 ratio in the tree of life. Right? Now, Kether is above, Malkuth is below. When the cross and the circle combine, we will know. Right? That's part of making the 2-1 again prophecy, right? Okay, so what else was I going to show you? I think that's it. I think that is it. But yeah, I'm sorry if this went on too long. It's been a while since I made a long video like this. But I truly appreciate you all, and there's a cosmic time god, Ion, or Aeon. You see the cross in the circle here? Cross, circle, axis mundi, where Jupiter was in that setup on 1/13/2020. Sickle, I don't need to tell you what that means. Key to heaven, right? Pineal gland, light, right? So on and so forth. Pyramids. Oh, pyramids. We take info to make comparisons. We use those comparisons to give proportion to our understanding. From that proportion, we get measure. So we have something to measure our truth against. This is how we build our inner pyramid of understanding. Finally, up to the point where we're capped from above with truth to the one single point of truth. The mountain Moses went upon to get the 10 Commandments is that one point of truth. And you see this crossover right here. This is Orion too, just like I showed you before. It's just like Orion. The inverse of the outer. A hyperboloid of the toroid. There's Orion. There's the axis mundi. See how I just showed you that Pluto? I could get into. I don't want to get into all this. So yeah, guys. Much love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all come back now here. Tell me what you think in the comments. Thank you.